In the bustling heart of Delhi, where the air is thick with the aroma of street food and the sounds of daily life create a symphony, two families, the Sharmas and the Mishras, found themselves living side by side. They resided on the same street, their homes just a stone's throw away from each other, their lives intertwined yet vastly different in every conceivable way. Life, in its infinite wisdom, had presented them with a blank canvas, full of endless possibilities, and each family, with brushes dipped in their own choices and dreams, began to paint their destinies. The Sharmas, blessed with a sizable inheritance, saw the world as their oyster, and believed in living life king-size, indulging in every luxury they could afford. Every rupee that came their way was immediately spent on the finest things, their desires an endless, insatiable ocean that knew no bounds. The Mishras, on the other hand, were a picture of quiet diligence. Their income was modest, but their dreams were vast and ambitious, fueled by the fire of hard work and the prudence of mindful spending, always planning for a brighter future. For the Sharmas, life was a whirlwind of extravagant purchases and fleeting pleasures. The latest gadgets adorned their home, designer clothes draped their bodies, and exotic vacations were a regular occurrence. They lived for the moment, their mantra being eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow we may die. Government schemes, meant to uplift the underprivileged, became a crutch for their lavish lifestyle. The allure of easy money blinded them to the importance of financial independence. They lived in a gilded cage of their own making, oblivious to the storm clouds gathering on the horizon. The Mishras, in stark contrast, lived a life of humble contentment. Their days were filled with honest toil, and their nights with the quiet satisfaction of a day well spent. They understood the value of every rupee earned and spent wisely, saving diligently for a secure future. Investments were their shield against life's uncertainties. Every month, a portion of their income was carefully set aside, sown like seeds in the fertile ground of mutual funds and fixed deposits. They believed that the true measure of wealth lay not in what you spent but in what you saved. Section 4. A decade of choices, a harvest of consequences. A decade passed, and the seeds of choices sown by both families began to bear fruit. The passage of time revealed the true impact of their decisions, as the years rolled by like the changing seasons. The Sharmas, their inheritance depleted by reckless spending, found themselves staring into the abyss of debt. Their financial missteps had led them down a path of despair and uncertainty. The once bright colors of their life had faded, leaving behind a stark gray reality. The walls that once echoed with laughter now stood silent, a testament to their lost opportunities. The Mishras, on the other hand, had built a fortress of financial security, brick by brick, through their disciplined savings and investments. Their careful planning and prudent choices had fortified their future. Their modest home was filled with the warmth of love and the comforting aroma of home-cooked meals. Every corner of their house radiated the joy and contentment that comes from a life well lived. Their children, raised with the values of hard work and financial prudence, were blossoming into responsible young adults. The Mishras' legacy of wisdom and care was evident in the bright futures of their offspring. Section 5. When the tide turns. The economy took a downturn, and the once secure government jobs, upon which the Sharmas had relied so heavily, were no longer a guarantee. Panic set in, as their extravagant lifestyle built on a foundation of sand began to crumble around them. The Mishras, however, weathered the storm with stoic resilience. Their investments, carefully nurtured over the years, provided a much-needed safety net. They were a beacon of hope in a sea of despair, their story a testament to the power of planning and financial literacy. Section 6. The fruits of labor, the sweetness of security. Time, the ultimate judge, had passed its verdict. The choices made by both families had shaped their destinies, leading them down vastly different paths. The Sharmas, once basking in the ephemeral glow of material possessions, were left with nothing but regret and a mountain of debt. The Mishras, however, were reaping the rewards of their hard work and disciplined living. Their children were thriving, their future secure, and their hearts filled with gratitude for the simple yet profound lessons they had learned along the way. Section 7. A wise heart knows its own way. The tale of the Sharmas and the Mishras serves as a poignant reminder that life is a tapestry woven with the threads of our choices. These families, through their experiences, teach us that every moment is an opportunity to make a decision that can alter the course of our lives. Every decision, no matter how small, has the power to shape our destiny. It's in these moments of choice that we define who we are and what we stand for. True wealth lies not in material possessions but in financial literacy, the knowledge that empowers us to navigate the complexities of the financial world. The ability to make informed choices grounded in research and understanding, and the discipline to save and invest wisely. It's about creating habits that lead to long-term security and growth. The path to a secure and fulfilling life is paved with hard work, prudent planning, and a commitment to continuous learning, and a deep understanding of the value of money. It's about knowing where every dollar goes and making each one count. Let us strive to be like the Mishras, building our futures on a foundation of financial literacy and responsible living. By educating ourselves and our loved ones, we can create a legacy of financial stability. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, a step that requires courage and determination. And the time to take that step is now. Embrace the journey with an open heart and a wise mind.